Welcome to the Car Guy channel. We got a show that is absolutely, spectacular. We're covering Mountain View a la carte and art down here in Mountain View. We actually closed Castro Street from El Camino Real all the way to 101 past the railroad tracks. I'm telling you, this show was absolutely spectacular. It's a 2-day show. Saturday, we had just totally overflow of cars. Sunday, we got a bunch of cars, and we got a lot of really cool stuff. Sit down, get yourself a cold one, because we got a lot of car stuff to cover. Ronnie, good to have you here at the show today.
Thank you, Mr. Hennessy.
Now, you got a couple cars, and so what did you bring us today?
I brought you a 1955 white Thunderbird.
Now, you told me earlier, I thought you had this car a while, but you just bought this here not too long ago.
Yeah, I just bought it in January.
Ronnie usually brings us a DeLorean. He had a Sunbeam Tiger on the show. Ronnie likes good stuff. He has a lot of class. He's got good taste, and he picked something out that I think was fantastic. Let's go through it. 55 T-Birds are actually one of my very, very favorite of the Ford lines of cars. In 1955, they were trying to compete with the sports car market. They had people over in Europe looking for all different types of cars. The Jaguars, all sorts of cars came out, and Corvette came out very first in 1953. T-Bird said, we're going to sit back a little bit. We're going to build kind of like a luxury type sports car, and that's really what they came up with.
When I would buy a brand new 409.
When I see these car guys at the shows, I happen to know really quite a few of you guys that do bring them. And again, I want to thank you all for supporting the events and all the charity stuff. But when people take a car like this, well, how do you change it? Well, there's a few changes that he went ahead and made. One of them is he put in the very famous flux capacitor. And it's inside here, so you never know. We might be going on a time thing. Maybe go back to maybe when I was a baby when I only weighed about 200 pounds. I think it's really kind of what a touch. Everybody loves this car. And that's why we had to go ahead and show it to you. Making it a lot of fun. Like I said earlier, get a lot of cars, different tastes, different personalities go with the cars. In an Excalibur car, these were kind of a reproduction of the Hollywood-style car, is really what they did in the earlier years. They took a little bit of what the Mercedes-Benz would be in the earlier years, maybe to some cars like the Duesenberg, and how they really put together the Excalibur body. Now, these are very, very safe cars. Now, the inside cab is very, very small. They're pretty much condensed for a car that's large as this is. But this car is actually on a special custom chassis that is designed by General Motors. And General Motors did them for their trucks and some heavy-duty vans at the time, and they are with a 454 engine, and they have a turbo 400 transmission. So these cars are very dependable and very sturdy, and they're kind of like a truck chassis. They can ride a little bit on the stiff side, but they soften the shocks up a little bit to make these here a good driving car. There's a lot of bling to them and a lot of stuff, and I really think they really add a lot to any show. When these pull in, everybody looks.